The United States barred 99.6%, I believe, of Southern Italians and Mediterranean people from entering the U.S. after 1924. They were very concerned about racial purity here in the U.S., and they believed that Italians and other, Southern European, Mediterranean people would muddy the waters here, so to speak. So anyway, my great-grandfather got in the nick of time here. Color, white, complexion, dark. I love that. I just love this document. They're like, he's white, but he's the darkest kind of white we'll allow. I'm Danielle Romero. Thank you so much for being with me here on my channel, where we talk about American identity and family stories. Before we jump back into my family tree, I'd love to have you come join me over at patreon.com/NYTN. We can chat. Thank you to everyone who's been sending me coffees. I drink a lot while I'm researching, and I don't take sponsors on my channel, but I did see that I can partner with Rakuten for affiliate stuff. I love Rakuten. I was just saying in another video to use it for getting cash back if you are updating your Ancestry.com membership for your tree, or literally any other store. If you use my affiliate link, you get started off with $50, and it's awesome. So please use it. I have been using it for like 10 years. So we're gonna jump into my family tree again. I think we're gonna do part of my dad's side today. And my dad's side are immigrants from Southern Italy. And if there's any part of the tree that you want me to dive in, do a deeper thing, let me know. My last video was a little bit about my Choctaw heritage on my mom's side, and we have a lot of ground to cover. So let's jump over to the tree. Okay, so I'm on my Ancestry account, and I want to take you on my paternal line. So I want to start with my great-grandmother, my dad's grandmother, his mom's mom, so his maternal grandmother. Because I just saw this picture today. Actually, I think my cousin put it up. So this is my dad's maternal grandparents, Pasquale and Antoinette. And so this picture, it was so cool. I think it's a picture of my great-grandmother and my grandmother. I'm not super familiar with this side. So my dad's grandmother, this grandmother, it looks like she was born in Italy. I'm not sure. That the records are kind of weird, because one of the things I saw on the ship manifest said that she came over in 1907 from Italy, and she was born in 1906. But then I saw other records that said she was born in the US, then I saw she was naturalized. So it's like the records are kind of weird, but we'll look at the picture first, because I always love the picture. So this is my dad's grandmother. And I think this is my dad's mom and my dad's aunt, but I might have it reversed. I'm not sure. And so this picture was taken in Cohoes, New York. So they ended up coming to Cohoes in Troy, New York. And there is a little Italy in Troy, New York. It's just up the Hudson River from the city. And those little books where it's like about the town? My dad says in that book for little Italy. And then this is my dad's maternal grandfather. And he actually came over really late. He came over after college. So I've talked about this in the history videos here on the channel, but the United States barred 99.6%, I believe, of Southern Italians and Mediterranean people from entering the U.S. after 1924. They were very concerned about racial purity here in the U.S., and they believed that Italians and other Southern European, Mediterranean people would muddy the waters here, so to speak. So anyway, my great-grandfather got in the nick of time here. I think I've shared some pictures of him. I don't know what other ones are on here. Let's pop up. But he was a musician, and he played in, I don't know what the exact words are meaning, but like the military band in Italy. Like he was in the Italian army. Here he is, a little older. This is my dad's grandfather. And this picture is taken in New York. I just think this is such a cool picture of him. He just seems so cool. I don't know, he seems really cool. My dad really liked him. He was his grandpa Pat, is what he called him. He said he was kind of a quiet guy. He played the trumpet. And actually my dad's whole family on both sides are very musical. So we have inherited a lot of instruments and things like that. I want to show you him coming over, but maybe I don't have that. Maybe we can follow the hints together and see. So let's see, I know he lived in Troy. He was born in Italy. Pasquale Ayonatano, I don't know, is that how you say it? I'm so bad, like some parts of the family, it's like you just know a lot about them, but my dad's parents got divorced when he was maybe like 12 or something. And it was a really messy, like, not that any divorce is like nice, but this one was like particularly not good. And so my dad went with his dad. And so I actually didn't meet my dad's mom until I was like 13. I know a lot more about my dad's dad, my grandpa on that side, than my dad's mom. So this is the side I don't know a ton about. But I wanted to see if I could find so I have his World War II draft card. These are great if you haven't found these for your ancestor. Obviously, it would just be for the male ancestors, but you can get information about the female ancestors as well. Usually the boys will list their mom as like the person who will always know you, and you will always have that address, which is really cool. So Pasquale here, and he's married to Antoinette. That's the lady that I showed you in the beginning, the picture in the beginning, and they lived in Troy, New York. And I just think these are beautiful. And then what's cool is they give you their height and their weight. So this is his card. I don't know why it says somebody else's name on here, but it's his card. The options for race at this point, this is 1942. You could be white, you could be Negro, you could be Oriental, Indian, or Filipino for your draft card. His height is 5'5", so that's like, I'm like almost 5'5". I'm just a hair under, so he's like really close to my height. 152. Brown eyes. It says gray hair. He's got gray hair at this point, and a ruddy complexion. So 1942, he was pretty old already. That's pretty crazy because he was 49. He was 49 here. So it shows he was born in Italy. So I really love these draft cards. These are like one of my favorite little things to find. And here is his arrival information. So like I said, 1924 was when that cutoff happened for Southern Italians, and he got over here 1921. And what's really interesting about these is, if you saw on the draft card, he was checked off as white, but on the arriving passenger and crew lists into Ellis Island, they actually specified that you were Southern Italian, not just Italian. And again, that became important later on when they were saying, we don't want Southern Italians coming in anymore. So that's listed there. So I'll show you the actual document, but it says his name, his gender, his ethnicity, his nationality. So he's Italian, South Italian, married. He was 28 when he came over, which is pretty old. I want to double check that, but that seems really, really crazy because his wife came over to the United States, like I said, maybe a 1-year-old. So came over June 1921. He has the intention of citizenship. And here he's literally my height. Here, brown hair, brown eyes. I don't know what a natural complexion is. I'm glad it's not unnatural. I don't know. Had $25. And then it also says, who's the person that you are coming from in the old country? It's his father, Luca, and then somebody else. And then it's like, well, who do you know here? And I don't actually know who this person is, Michelangelo Mitri. I'm not sure. That must be the person that was going to kind of vouch for him, so that you weren't just getting dropped off in New York City and just kind of walking around aimlessly. I'm not sure. I guess I should save this. I told you my tree don't do things really neat. So if you're a professional genealogist, I apologize for what you're about to deal with on here. I don't think his dad ever came over. I'm pretty sure his dad stayed in Italy, yeah. So Molise is where they were, and that's where my great-grandfather also went to college. He went to college there. And so it looks like his parents did not come over. So the passenger list is really cool. New York State also has census. He is on here, and they absolutely butchered his name. Like, I can see that it's my family, but they just butchered it. Again, the names change, things change, and that can make it hard when you're looking for ancestors, even if they're not immigrants, right? Even if they are from the US. So these are my dad's maternal grandparents. Let's jump over to, let's put him in tree view. My dad's dad, who I have shared interviews with him, actually had footage of him. He's a World War II vet, or he was, and he was in the Navy, and he shared some stories about joining when he was a teenager after Pearl Harbor is when he joined. So my dad's paternal grandparent, he had Elisabetta, that's his grandma, and I think this might be my grandfather. I'm not totally sure. They're so cute. And she had a really weird, sad story. My dad told me. So she was an immigrant and came obviously to the US, and they also lived in Troy, New York. And the way she died is that she was foraging for mushrooms in upstate New York, and she accidentally got a poison mushroom and she died from that. And I remember my dad telling me that when I was younger. I was like, that is the most insane, random thing. But it also makes sense. Like, you're coming from another country and they didn't have a lot of money there. Didn't have a lot of money here for a while either. And so if there's something you do, you're used to foraging for food, but you're in a new country. And so information is hard. Actually, mushrooms are really hard. I have a book about mushrooms because I'm just fascinated by how their mushrooms are like, it's so good for you, so delicious and deadly. And it's like they look almost identical. I'm like, how do you even figure that out though, right? Oh, that was pretty crazy. So that's Elizabeth, and I don't know a lot about her family either. Like, this is stuff I'm still working on. In some ways, it's hard and it's different than my mom's side, because my mom's side, the records are sometimes in Spanish or French, but at least that side of the family, they've been here for a long time. And you can see my dad's grandfather came over at 28 years old, and just very different kinds of records to look at, right? Francesco is my other great-grandfather, and I've shared some pictures and stuff of him. I want to tell you a story about him I've told before. I don't see a good picture of him on here. I have some good ones. But basically, he was a tailor, and when he came over to New York, my dad told me that, actually, I'll pop one on when I'm editing, because I have some really good pictures of him. But when he came over to the United States, that he was approached by the mafia, and they wanted to work with him. And my dad told me that his grandpa said no to working with the mob. I guess they really want some sharp tailoring, some sharp suits. But I was like, Dad, are you allowed to say no to the mob? Isn't that the whole thing? It's like an offer you can't refuse. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that, if my family's connected to them or what. But he was a really great musician, and I'm going to pop some pictures up. I don't have on my family tree, but I do have on my computer that I want to share with you. And he was born in Rozzano, Campania, Italy, and there's actually a house there still. My brother went to it that the family owns, and my grandpa owned it, and he gave it to a cousin over there. So we couldn't go over there, but I haven't been over there. But I would love to. So those are my dad's grandparents. And one of the things that I guess is interesting, since I haven't really done a lot on this side of the family, is just seeing the last names. Like, I don't really recognize the last names a lot. This is a picture. My mom actually framed it for me and gave it to me as a Christmas gift a couple of years ago, and I absolutely love it. So this is my dad's grandfather, the tailor, much later in life. Really, look at all these babies. And let's see, I'm trying to figure out. So, and this is Elisabetta before the terrible mushroom. So this is my dad's uncle. They called him Chris, and they named my brother Chris as well. This is James, Josephine. These are kind of off. Almerinda. They don't only have his name. They have Josephine. They don't have this little guy. This is my grandpa, right? That's my grandpa. He's so precious. And Carolyn, and Rosemary, and Nick. My dad's very proud of this, and I think he should be. Like, the whole family immigrants, and they became doctors and lawyers and musicians, just people who work really hard. And that work ethic definitely passed down to me, both sides of my family. My mom's side, her grandma learned English later and never even had a license. And my grandmother on that side left school like 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that. Started multiple successful businesses, worked hard. And I feel like that's the thing that I'm so grateful for. Like, these people worked hard to make life easier for me. And I just acknowledge that, and I'm so grateful for that. And I feel like the least I can do is remember them with you, right? Let's see if I have any other good pictures. I had found, and I did a video on this before, but this is my dad's grandfather. So this was the one who was approached by the mafia. And it was his declaration of intention to basically become a U.S. citizen and to renounce his allegiance to the King of Italy. And so I want to go through this with you because it's so crazy. I know, it's just like such a crazy thing. And I think what's really interesting too is that I've talked with a lot of you about getting Italian citizenship. And it's something that I was interested in pursuing. I kind of feel weird because, I mean, first of all, I don't think I can do it through anybody who renounced Italy. And, I understand that. But it's interesting, to see this document and then to know like, oh, maybe I might want to try to get it back. And what would my great-grandpa think about that? So Frank, he's here at age 30, the tailor, color white, complexion dark. I love that. I just love his They're like, he's white, but he's the darkest kind of white we'll allow. 5 feet 4 inches, again, that's my height, 170 pounds. Hair color, dark brown, colorized brown, no distinct marks. And it says, I was born in Durazzo, Italy on the 10th of August in the year 1884. It says, I now reside on 5th Avenue, Troy, New York. I grew up walking around there all the time. I had no idea. Now my family was right there. He immigrated to the United States of America from Naples, Italy. And here's the vessel name. And then this is the part that is crazy to me. It is my bona fide intention to renounce forever all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, and particularly, they're like, and really, to Victor Emmanuel III, King of Italy. They're like, tell this guy you're done. And he did it. And so he said, of who he is now a subject, because this is, of course, before he's naturalized. Said he arrived to New York City on April 5th in 1904. And then he goes to say, I'm not an anarchist, I'm not a polygamist, nor a believer in the practice of polygamy. And it's my intention in good faith to become a citizen of the United States of America and to permanently reside therein. So help me God. Then he signed it. And it's so awesome. It's so awesome. It may end up screwing up any chance of getting Italian citizenship through him, but I have 3 other avenues. So super cool. I love sharing the family stuff with you guys. Let me know what part of the family tree you would like me to go through. It was really fun to go through the Choctaw side, and don't know a lot about the Italian side. So that might be something fun to jump into. This is my Irish great-grandpa, which would be super cool to go through as well. I had tried to look and see about getting Irish, can't think of the word, I know you're probably yelling it from TV, citizenship. But I think I'm 1 generation too far because it was my great-great-grandfather that was born there, and his son who married my great-grandmother Lola, he was born in the United States, even though he was of 100% Irish extraction. And so it was something I thought about, but I think the Italian one is probably a little easier. So let me know if you have Italian-American heritage and maybe if you've gone through the process of getting citizenship there or what I would need to think about. Just something interesting. And I think I'm gonna keep doing some low-key deep dives on the family tree. Let me know what you would like to see next, and we'll talk soon.